Hey guys, I'm Hunter with Nelson Insurance. As you can see, we got a new background here a little bit. We are in the new office, but we are still in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I've talked a lot about all sorts of different coverages here, mainly about the actual trucking insurance coverages to get you guys policy going, make sure you guys are up on the road. But I'm going to talk about another one here because the trucking industry is a little bit different. You guys are doing obviously a very dangerous job, and then I mean, you guys are typically the sole providers for or sole providers for your family. You guys have got lots of debt with the trucks and everything on those lines. It's just you guys are all business owners essentially, whether you're 1099 truckers or owner operators. You guys own the trucking company, go from there. So again, I'm Hunter with Nelson Insurance. I'm going to talk about life insurance here. So let's get into it. All right, so there are a couple different types of life insurance out there. There's whole life, there's UIL, there's or which is like universal. There's term life. Really, when it comes down to it, term is going to be typically one of the best ones to go with. You guys have got whole life if you guys want to worry about this thing for the whole time you guys are alive, and then you guys have something that pass on to your kids. But one of the big key pieces with this is there's key person or key man life insurance, and then term life. So if you guys are an owner operator, you guys have truck debt. You guys have all sorts of loans and debt out there. You guys have mortgages. You guys might be the sole provider for your family. And so, if you guys were to pass away, not only would you guys not have income coming in for your family, but which would leave your wife and kids or your husband, whoever you are, having to go get a job and fend for all the mortgage and the payments and whatever you guys have for bills. But on top of it too, they'd get passed down all your guys' debt. So for example, if I've got my wife and kids and I die, now I have all their personal expenses or all my personal expenses that they're taking care of, and they no longer have my source of income from me selling insurance and being able to provide for a lot of that stuff. The other key piece of it too is that's if you're a driver or an owner operator, but also if you guys own the company, you guys got multiple trucks. This what I personally have is Keyman Life Insurance, where if I were to die, the business could not operate on its by itself right away the next day. I'm the one responsible for all the bills. I pay for everything. I look at everything. I know how the business runs and operates and all that stuff. I don't have anybody else here looking at my P&L besides my CPA. But my CPA doesn't know what I have for debt and bills and everything for expenses, so they would not obviously be able to run my business, and they aren't going to run my business. So there would be a lot of things that would not work out. So I have $1 million life insurance policy for Keyman that would pay off all the agency debt. It would go to who I have my beneficiary as, and so that way the business can continue to run, and I could pass it down and have something in my will where they're taking it over. Not all my employees are out of a job the next day. They're still able to fend for themselves, and then either it gives them enough time to go find something new, and I can sell the agency, whoever takes it over, or it can continue to run, and I've got my legacy still going. The same thing goes for you guys. You guys got a trucking company. You guys have a lot of money going in and out. And I talk about this with cyber insurance. If you guys were down for a week, it could put you guys out of business. You guys have a lot of money going in and out. You guys have got truck debt. You guys have shops. You guys have all sorts of stuff. And so there's a lot of expenses and moving money in the trucking space, especially. On top of that, trucking is one of the most dangerous jobs out there. You guys got long hours. There's a lot of fatalities, a lot of injuries. And so there's also occupational accident, all sorts of accident policies where if you guys would get hurt, anything on those lines, they can cover you, protect your family as well. So that way, if you guys are out of the job for a little bit and able to run, um, you're also set there. So you guys have accident policies, you guys have got life insurance, and there's really just not a whole lot of benefits in the trucking space anyway. A lot of these companies are not giving you guys health insurance, life insurance, accident insurance, and that type of stuff. There's not those normal benefits that you guys may see at a more of a white collar job because you guys get paid per mile and a lot of 1099 action out there. So that's what you guys will see. And so that's really what most of this video just is. It's just giving you guys the awareness of life insurance, of accident insurance, why this stuff is so important. Because I mean, like I just said, there's a lot of debt, there's a lot of moving money. If something were to happen, your family, the business, whoever else in the business would be stuck with all this stuff. And I think, well, I don't know how you guys think, but a lot of people I would assume have the same idea I have where I don't want that going to somebody else. So literally just making you guys aware of it because I didn't have life insurance at first until it really came to the situation that I bought another agency and I had a large loan and then I really started thinking about it. And so once I had that, I was thinking, wow, life insurance really might be a good thing. So we have people at our agency that can do this. Obviously, we specialize in trucking. That's all we do. We also try to keep it easier for you guys. So we'll do the home, the auto, the life, the health, the trucking side. You guys would get an expert on every single piece that you guys are doing. So we have somebody in our agency who does life and health. We have somebody in our agency who does home and auto. And then the rest of the agents are doing pilot cars or trucking insurance in the transportation space. So you guys will get that benefit of having everybody all at one agency. Keeps it easy, and then you guys are still getting expertise and making sure that you guys still do have a good agent. So if you guys do want to look at this or have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Again, I'm Hunter with Nelson Insurance Agency. We're out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We are licensed in 42 states, just besides like the upper Northeast. We can still do like Connecticut and New Jersey and stuff like that, but no New York, anything like that. So if you guys have any questions or want to talk more about it, please reach out. Happy to help. And appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, so I'll keep making videos like this so you guys can just kind of get an idea of how insurance runs. Thanks.